Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series of videos I do for the water. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about the stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. This is another item I wasn't expecting to find at this particular establishment, but again, here we go. We take the opportunities as they're presented to us. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside my truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is just, pretty much the case today. I got off work about an hour ago, and as I was starting to wind things down from work, I was kind of debating in my head, what if anything I wanted to grab before I made my way home. I was I'm kind of hungry and stuff, and I've got lots of nice options around me and stuff, but I was kind of in a breakfasty mood, and so I started kind of perusing around, seeing what was easily accessible. And I ended up on IHOP's website. And, I've reviewed stuff from IHOP in the past, their burgers, I've reviewed some of their breakfast stuff and everything. But that was kind of about it. I'd sort of limited myself to very specific things. And I started looking around, and, it turns out, well, no, they actually have other stuff. So I just got through reviewing a Philly cheesesteak from them. There you go. Which should be uploaded tomorrow at the time I'm doing it. Well, not... It should be up tomorrow, Sunday, because it's sub sandwich Sunday. But this will be uploaded on Saturday because, folks, what am I reviewing for you? What are we doing here? Boom! It's a salad! And we're doing everybody's favorite segment, Salads on Saturdays, which is a segment that I do when the mood strikes me, I guess. But yeah, I saw that they had a salads available, and I've never thought of getting a salad at IHOP before. Sure, why not? This specifically is their chopped chicken salad, which consists of your choice of grilled or crispy chicken. I went with grilled. Hickory smoked bacon, fresh avocado, tomato, 4-cheese blend, red onions, and your choice of dressing. And I got a balsamic vinaigrette. Ooh, balsamic-y. And, look at this thing. It's a fucking trough. It's a bucket of salad. It's too much salad. But... let's get a thing for the thing. We'll kind of do a thing for the thing. It looks like this. Ha 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 ha. And then, man, let's just start moving and doing. They actually give you 2 things of dressing because of this giant thing. It's so large. Wasn't exactly a hankering for a salad that, will hold me over for 2 fucking meals, but... okay, sure. Which is probably why it costs $14 now that I think about it. Maybe offer a $5 salad. And have it be substantially less big. But, hey, if you like your salads, chances are you're not getting them from IHOP. But that remains to be seen, to be fair. So, we got the dressing on there. Let's mix it up a little bit. This is the only problem with doing the salad reviews is that I gotta take the time to mix all this stuff. And I've debated, I'm like, maybe I should just pre-mix it, but I don't know. It's part of the theater, right? Life is about theater, and that's what I've been told. And wow, that is just a thing of lettuce. They did not do a very good job of cutting that. Okay, is what it is. We're riffing, folks. We're riffing. Okay, it's what you do when you do this stuff essentially live. Because it's pre-taped, but I'm the one doing it right here and now, so... ain't no edits on my show, folks. I do not have the talent or the time. Well, I have the time. I just don't have the talent. I can't be bothered. Alright, let's... it's not mixed very well, but we'll kind of roll with it. So let's get some with some bacon, some chicken, some cheese. Let's give it a go. That's very okay. I mean, the thing with a salad is, it's fundamentally not that hard to get right. Use fresh ingredients, have a good dressing, you know, add in a few bells and whistles to give a little personality. You should be good. In theory, this kind of has that, but I don't know. Part of the issue is I don't think I'm that big into their balsamic vinaigrette. It's not horrendous or anything. It's got a nice little acidity to it, but it really doesn't have, like, just, I mean, you saw me. I drizzled both the damn things on it. Like, I emptied them. Yeah, the flavor-wise, it's just, with the exception of that, like, sort of mild, tangy acidity, it just doesn't jump out at me as really being full of flavor. And, that's a problem because, like I said, that has to be part of the thing that carries the whole salad, in my opinion. I mean, when you get it kind of by itself a little bit more, like when something's really drenched in it, you do get a little bit. It's got almost kind of a little bit of a fruity quality, but it fades out so quickly, you don't really get to enjoy it with the salad. Yeah. The chicken is okay. I went with the grilled chicken because to me, like for a salad, that just kind of, I've had crispy chicken in salads, it's fine. But I felt like, more appropriate for a salad. It's very, it's tender. Feels a little dry. Not like super dry, but definitely a little dry. But it just doesn't really offer a lot of distinct flavor. It's there, it does have a chicken flavor, but you don't really get like much of a grilled flavor from it. Yeah. It's not terribly impressive. The bacon, now, I'll say this, it's IHOP, obviously, their breakfast place. They're going to have good bacon. And you do get big chunks of it. It's not like just those little shitty imitation bites. And it's got some crispiness. I'd say the bacon is definitely the best aspect of this. Unfortunately, even though I'm not going to say you don't get, you do get some, but I definitely think more bacon would have helped it out. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I think the biggest thing for me is kind of a combination. The vinaigrette isn't strong enough to carry it. And while I wouldn't say that it doesn't, I'm not going to say it doesn't taste fresh, I guess, there's no vibrancy to it. The veg itself isn't doing enough. It's kind of one of those things where it's like everything with the exception of the bacon is just kind of mediocre, Okay, well, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No and no. I think for myself personally, look, I'm not king of the salads. That's why salads on Saturday is so damn infrequent, because usually I can't be fucked to convince myself to, just go out randomly and get a salad. But I'm not entirely against salads. Like, that has to be said. And I have had some really tasty salads. Some of the ones at Potbelly have been really good. Hell, even, the Wendy's ones are a little bit, but, this, quite frankly, might be, point for point, the worst salad that I've reviewed. It's not the worst salad I've ever had, but it just, And then on top of that, you get so much of it, and it's like, I'm not looking forward to the rest of it. I'm not dreading it, but it's just one of those things, man, where it's like, again, I think it needed a way better dressing. And to be fair, they do have other options. So maybe one of those would have worked better. But I typically like a balsamic vinaigrette. That's along the lines of what I go for when I go for a salad dressing. I don't feel like, again, that wasn't strong enough to carry it. And then, okay, fine. But at the very least, the greens and stuff like that, I For one thing, I feel like they could have been chopped a little bit better, and but there's no vibrancy to it, you know? Like, it feels almost like a pre-prepared salad. And yeah, really the only benchmark element to it is the bacon, because the bacon is probably some of the better bacon that I've had in a salad. So, but unfortunately, that's just not enough to carry it, especially when, you know, you've got this giant tub of, you know, yeah, it just, yeah, it's not horrible, but, and, you know, by that same token, that's, you know, I wouldn't recommend it. I think, again, it's not the worst salad you could get, but you could get a lot better salads. And I feel like, you know, if you're already eating a salad, and to be fair, some people like salads a lot more than I do. Salads are one of those things. If I'm gonna get a salad, I ideally really want a nice salad. You know, something I can really go with. This is not that. This to me feels like a basic salad. It tries to have a few bells and whistles to make it stand out, but fundamentally nothing about it is all that impressive. And I don't think that most people are going to be impressed. I think this is one of those instances where you ask yourself the question, would I get a salad from IHOP? And the answer instinctively is no. And I think that this just carries into that. So, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go have yourselves a truly proper salad-tastic rest of your life. Because again, I mean, there's some really good salads, to be fair. Especially if you start sort of moving away from what salad is, you know, definition gets a little blurry. Taco salad, seafood salad. Oh. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal favorite salad? You know, like, do you have one? I don't, because I don't eat salads that often. I probably should. But it's, you know, it's just not a thing that I do regularly enough to really be like, oh, that specifically. But, and then here's my follow-up question. What do you think about, you know, again, like your taco salads and your seafood salads and stuff like that? Clearly they're not salads in the same vein, but, you know, they do say salad on it, don't they? Anyway,